friends, welcome to class. Today we have a 20-minute yoga stretch, our most popular class among you all Emily Arden Yoga members. So super excited for this one. Whatever you've been doing today, or if you're just starting your day, this class has something to offer you. We're going to start mobilizing into the shoulders, the hips, work on some rotation. So it should help you feel really great, or at least a little more open by the end of class. You don't need anything to get started. I will meet you on your mat and we'll begin in child's pose. So feel free to press play on your playlist and then send your knees nice and wide on your mat. Big toes to touch. Drop your hips down to your heels and reach your fingertips long. Right away here, imagine you're melting into the floor. So you're releasing muscle tension. Your elbows might drop. You can find your forehead heavy. Soften through your hip creases. Maybe you start a full body scan from your fingers up over your arms, softening as you go here, shoulders, the sides of your waist, your thighs, all the way to your hips and feet. Where are you holding tension? Just take a mental note without judgment. And we're going to start layering in some breathing exercises as we hit our exhales, those areas that you just noted. See if you can send your exhale to those areas to facilitate a deeper release. Inhale, fill up deeply, expand your belly. Maybe your belly presses into your thighs. Open mouth, exhale. Let your breath fall out of your body. Two more like that. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, let it go. I'll invite you to start cultivating your Ujjayi Pranayama, our yogic breath that helps you build heat in the body internally. So on your next inhale, seal your lips at the top and exhale through your nose, constricting the muscles at the back of your throat. Pressing the breath forcefully out, feeling your belly contract. And with this breath, we'll start to add some movement. So it's a slow four count inhale as you start to lift up out of your child's pose. Come forward, modified upward facing dog. So let your hips drop down any amount. You could keep your gaze down or gently lift your chin. It's early here, our first time coming into a slight back bend, so be gentle. And exhale, Ujjayi breath, send it back. We'll move here a few times, just waking up the front line of the body. Inhale, roll forward, nice and slow, maybe exaggerate the movement. If it feels safe in your neck, you can go a little deeper each time you come forward, and exhale, roll it back. Couple at your own pace here. Take your time as you come forward, dome up through your shoulder blades, and maybe wiggle hips side to side at the front. Inviting in any organic movements that feel good in your body. Knowing that anything I'm recommending here is truly just a recommendation and that this is your body, your practice. So if something feels good in a pose, you want to stay longer, you want to take a different pose, always know that those options are there for you. On your next pull forward, we're going to just come to a tabletop pose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. You can shift your hips side to side. Spread your fingers wide. Press into the mat to find engagement through your upper back protraction. And we'll start with a modified side plank from here. So take your left foot, pivot it out to the left. Left palm down, right arm high. Extend your right leg. Reach for the sky. Inhale to expand. If you want a side body stretch, you can bring your right arm up and over your right ear. Take a breath in. Take some big arm circles from here, bringing your arm down, up, and around. Slightly rotating your chest down as your arm goes down. Slowly opening through the collarbones as it comes out. Let's do 3 in each direction. Switching it out after that third one. Nice big circles. Getting some hydration in that shoulder joint. Next time your arm is high, pause. Let's take 2 wrist circles in each direction. And exhale, tabletop pose. Switch it out from here. Pivot your right foot to the right. Press through your right palm and your left arm high. Inhale for that side body stretch if you took it on the first side. Imagining an arc from your back foot all the way out through your fingertips. Gaze under your left armpit, and then we start our circles. Down, up, and around. 3 in each direction. Maybe this side feels a little different. Just note that as we go through some different mobility exercises in our flow, you'll know where you might just need to spend a little extra time. After your third circle in the other direction, hand goes high, take a couple of wrist circles, and exhale to your tabletop pose. Big breath in, big breath out. From here, start to shift weight equally to both hands. So you're steady as you lift your right leg straight back. Flex your foot down. You're going to cross your right leg over to the left corner of your mat. So you're crossing behind your left calf. And then move your hands about a handprint further forward so your hands are ahead of your shoulders. Press into the ball mound of your right foot, calf stretch. If you need a little bit more, your left knee can lift as you come to kind of like a mini down dog. You're not in a full down dog. Your chest just starts to head back to deepen the stretch in your calf. Either move forward and back here, or if stillness feels better in the stretch, pause for a breath. And then from here, drop your right knee down. You're going to sit back, so you're in a seated twist. Left knee crosses over your right. If both of your sits bones are flat down, you can stay here. My left one is lifted. It's pretty tight. So I'm going to extend the right leg. So again, left leg over, right leg long. Take your left hand, plant it behind you. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, twist to the left. So you can either hook your right elbow outside your left knee or hug your left knee into your chest as you twist. You can take this deeper by bringing your gaze over your left shoulder or keep your gaze straight ahead. Sit up nice and tall. Press into your left hand to help straighten your spine. One more inhale. Come back to center. If your right leg is long, tuck it back under. You're going to take your left foot forward, coming to a low lunge so that your left foot is forward and you're on the ball mound of your back foot. You come up off your back knee. Plant your right fingertips down. Inhale, twist. Send your left arm high. Option to be in your right fingertips here to feel a little bit more of a core engagement. You can cactus your top arm for a little bit more opening in your chest. One breath here. Exhale, left hand down. Now we're going to go into a mini flow from this low lunge to an extended front leg. I'm going to give you 2 options. So your back knee is lifted here. You can stay and move right here, bending and lengthening. If this feels very tight and constricted in your left hip, you can instead drop your right knee down and move from crescent to half splits. So 2 options here, wherever you feel the most opening. I like to bring my hands to my low back. If you put your knee down, it works your core a little bit more, and it also protects you when you come into this low crescent lunge, so you're not arcing into your spine. If your knee is lifted, you're opening your chest on the way forward, and then the way back, lengthen your leg any amount. I like to pop my toes off the ground, but that's totally optional. Couple breaths here. Maybe move your toes back and forth when your front leg is straight. One more full round. And we'll all meet with the right knee down in a low lunge. Bring your hands inside your left foot and swing your left leg around behind you. We're going to come to a balancing tabletop. So if your left leg is lengthened, now lengthen your right arm forward. Get steady here. Your right thumb points up and flex your left toes to the floor. Inhale, get long from your back heel out your front fingers. Exhale, core cultivation. Bring your elbow and knee to meet underneath your sternum. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, round and curl. It's like a cat-cow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, squeeze. Lengthen it out. Bring your right hand back down. Then don't you bring your left knee right underneath your chest, but it's hovering. I'm going to take some hip circles. So like Like a fire hydrant, left knee goes out, up, and around. Any direction, because we're going to do both. Try to keep equal weight in both hands. Let's do 3 circles each way. Switching it up halfway through. See if you can keep your back and your hips nice and flat. You're just moving that femur bone around your hip socket. And back to tabletop when you're done. Shake it out. Second side. From here, we will lift your left leg up, so we're back here on the left. Exhale, cross it over to the right edge of your mat. And then move your hands, one hand print forward to facilitate this calf stretch. So remember what we did in the first side. Feel free to move the left knee, or right knee rather, off the mat. Or just gently take a little rock forward and back on the ball mound of your left foot. From here, we'll drop the left knee down, sit back towards the back edge of your mat. Now your right leg is crossing over your left. If your sits bones aren't grounded, you'll extend your left leg long. Inhale, right arm goes high. Exhale, plant your hand behind your low back. Inhale, extend your left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. Actively press into your leg any amount to open your chest towards the back of the space that you're in. And use the pressure of that backhand to lengthen out your spine. Your neck is an extension of your spine, so if you feel safe, you can bring your gaze to that back shoulder. If this is too intense, you can always hug the right knee into the chest and keep your gaze forward. Notice if you've lost your breath. Gently release, pull your left foot, sides are so hard, left foot back to the right hip if you picked it up, and we're coming to a low lunge with the right foot forward, send your left leg back. Steady through your feet, and then inhale, pull your right arm open, low lunge twist. Same options here, maybe you cactus. Stay lifted through that left hip. One more inhale. Exhale, drop your right hand down. Moving into our half splits to lunge flow, you choose where you'd like to start. So your back knee starts lifted, you can just move right here, forward and back. Or you know if this is really tight and maybe you didn't take this option on the first side, but you'll take it here with your left knee down. You can also do a little bit of both. One is not better than the other. They're slightly different stretches. Breathing deeply. The backs of the legs can be very tight if we sit a lot throughout the day or if you run or lift. So be gentle with yourself here. Emphasize the exhale in your breath. This tells your body that you're safe. When our muscles are tight and we start to stretch them, sometimes you can almost feel short of breath because the body says, oh no, I'm not safe. Moving slowly and intentionally in a grounded manner. And emphasizing that exhale breath tells the body to stay in rest and relax mode. Next time you come forward, bring your hands inside your right foot. You're going to swing the right leg back up and around, coming to our balancing table. This time inhale, left arm forward. Get long, breathe in. Exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, curl. One more, inhale. And exhale. Really press up through the upper back. Inhale. This time drop your left hand down. Get steady here. Bring your right knee to hover right under that hip. It's nice and loose here. It's not grounded. We're going to take hip circles. Choose which direction you want to start in. Keep your gaze neutral and down. Again, your neck is an extension of your spine, so we don't want to overextend the neck. We also don't want to curl the chin into the chest. Let's take 3 hip circles in each direction. And then we'll meet back in tabletop. You can shake it out. You can take a cat-cow, anything that feels good here. I am totally starting to build a little bit of heat. I like to do stretches, at least starting in a sweatshirt, because it gets things a little bit warmer, a little bit faster. When you're ready, we're going to come to our first downward facing dog of the stretch. Tuck your toes, press into your palms, lift your hips high. Your knees can be bent any amount. Press your belly towards your thighs. and draw your knuckles into the mat and the soft parts of your elbows forward. Your arms are straight. So knees can be bent, but arms are straight. Unhinge your jaw, unfurl your brow. If movement feels good here, you can bend your knees, shake your hips side to side. Anything that calls to you in our first down dog. We won't do too many of these, but this really opens the entire back line of the body. We're starting to open into the shoulder girdle. And if it feels tight, it's not comfortable, know that that's okay. Focus on the little adjustments, and over time, you'll get more comfortable here. Recollect your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, super slowly, tiptoe your way to the top of your mat. You can bend your knees a lot on the way here. Your fingertips can lift, but feel some hamstring stretching on your way up. And then bring your feet a little bit wider than hips with distance apart and start to sway side to side for ragdoll. You can grab opposite hands on opposite elbows. Or if you find that it's hard to relax through your neck, you can bring your hands lightly, interlace them at the base of your skull for a little bit more spinal traction. And then release your hands if you took a bind. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your palms to your shins or your thighs. Shift weight towards your toes. And a gentle up dog in your chest. Exhale, lower. 2 more like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, lower. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Low lunge. So your left foot is forward. A lot of classes we start on the right. We're starting the left here just to kind of balance things out. Maybe as we go, notice if that feels funny to you. Start to bring weight out of your hands in towards heart center as you lift your chest to a modified high crescent. I'm saying modified because our hands are here rather than up. You're in your crescent. First one here, first one of class. You can keep a nice bend in your back knee. Stack your front knee over your front ankle and grow tall through the crown of your head. Keeping hands at heart center so we're not worried about crunching our shoulders. We can focus here on our lower body just for a moment. Take an exhale. On your inhale, press through your front heel, lengthen both legs. And exhale, lower. We're going to go through this a couple of times. Inhale to press. And it's not really to strengthen this left glute, although you'll feel it working. Sometimes engaging the muscle and then stretching it is actually way more effective because it's turned on. Lift. Lower. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. And lower. This time we're going to inhale and send our arms high now that we're warmed up a little in our high crescent. Plug your shoulders into the sockets to relax them. Maybe unhinge your jaw again. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior 2. Open to the right side of your space. So front knee still is tracking over your front ankle. Press into the pinky toe side edge of the knife side, pinky toe side edge of your back foot. Strong arms. Take an exhale. Inhale, lift, pulsing warrior. Exhale, lower. A couple more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale to lift. This time, exhale to extended side angle. Bring your left forearm onto your left thigh. Right arm goes high. If you're comfortable here, you can also bring your left arm lower, closer to the inside of your left thigh, and rotate your chest. We're going to return to those arm circles here, so bring your right arm up, down, and around, adding this as a layer to our hip stretch. 3 in each direction. Inhale, right arm high, and let that pull you up and back. Reverse warrior. Stay low in that front leg, just your upper body moves. High five the wall behind you. And then back to warrior 2. So bring your hands to heart center again. We're going to pivot all the way to the right and bring both legs nice and tall. So star pose in your legs, hands are at heart center. I want you to pivot your feet so your toes face forward, heels face out. Get nice and tall through your chest. And then let your hands lead the way. Wide leg forward fold with a flat back. When you get to the bottom of the fold, you can release your hands. Sway side to side. Shift more weight into your toes. Unhinge your jaw. And then yogi's choice here, what movements feel good to you. You can bend one knee and then the other. You could take a twist or just focus on bringing more weight towards your toes and trusting yourself here as the back line of your body opens up. Stay here as long as you need. You can even always pause this video. And we'll meet in a halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lizard lunge to the top of your mat. Bring your left foot further to the left. Your hands are inside your left foot. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, peel your left arm open. So a little different than the lunge twist we did before. We're going to flow from an open arm here. And then exhale to a slightly modified thread the needle. Left arm just floats underneath that right, getting some spinal rotation. Inhale to open. Exhale to twist. Inhale, open. You might feel a little inner thigh stretch. Exhale. Inhale, left arm goes high. Option to bring your hand to the back of your head. Press your head gently into this hand, further opening your chest just for a breath in. And exhale, lower. Plant your hands to the middle of your mat. Lift up through your right knee. Come forward to a yogi squat. So right foot meets your left. Drop your hips low. Hands to heart center. You can start to shift side to side here. You can always sit on a block if you have one, or maybe a pillow. Open through your chest. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Bring your hands down, hips go high. Toe heel your feet towards the middle of your mat. Lay your head hang heavy. Second side, inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, left foot steps back, your right foot is forward. Bring more weight into your feet. And then inhale, pull your hands to heart center as you rise. Get steady here. You can micro bend your back knee. Notice if this side feels different than the first. Bring your right knee even further over that right ankle. And come onto the bottom of the back of your left foot. Inhale, press through your front heel, lengthen both legs. Exhale, lower. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Actually, three more. I think we did four on the first side. Inhale. Lower. Last time. Breathe in. And lower. Release your arms to the floor. Then on your next breath, send them overhead. One breath here. Full high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open to the left. Get strong here in your stance first. Take up space on your mat. And then pulsing warriors. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Flushing things out a little here. Lower. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extended side angle. Come forward and down. Your variations, that might be forearm on your thigh, or tricep to inner thigh. Find expansion by peeling your collarbones apart from one another. Lift your chin off your chest. And then we'll start with our arm circles. Up, down, and around. Breathe. Lots of sensations going on here. Can you keep your legs kind of quiet, kind of still? Switch your arms halfway through, or your direction rather. Next time your arm is high, pause, take an exhale, and then your inhale lifts you up to reverse warrior, fanning open the front side of your rib cage. Relax that right shoulder away from your ear. One breath here. Exhale to warrior two. Now spin around to face you all, but you're still facing the left side of your mat. From warrior two, hands once again to heart center. This time to horse pose. So you're staying low through your hips, heels in, toes out. You're going to bring your hands to your inner thighs. Inhale, lift your chest, micro back bend. Exhale, press into your left thighs. You dip your left shoulder down, twist to the front. Inhale to lift. Exhale, switch it out. This should feel like a nice rinse in the spine. One more each side. Inhale. Continue to drive your thigh bones back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Back to your horse pose, hands to heart. Inhale, starburst, open, take up space. Exhale to the front of your mat. It's lizard on the right. So you drop your left knee down, scoot your right foot to the right edge of your mat. Hands are inside your right foot. And if this is challenging, you can always have a pillow or a block to put your hands on. Inhale, send your right arm high, twisting open. Exhale, let's thread the needle, right arm underneath your left. Don't worry if you don't get super low. My chest is very far from the ground here. This just deepens that hamstring stretch, a little bit of inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale. Pause this time. Option to bring your right hand to the back of your neck or head to find a chest opener. Any amount, press your head into your hand. And exhale, let that go. Bring your right hand down. I'm going to sweep the right leg back to tabletop. Let's flush it out with a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale for cow pose, dip your belly down, open your chest. Exhale, cat, pressing around. Couple on your own. As you're doing this, notice what else you might need to finish out your stretch class today. Couple of breaths here to tune back into the body if your mind has wandered, which is totally normal. Can you bring it back as we close out our class to the here and the now? You carved this time out for yourself, so don't give up on yourself in the last few minutes. From your table, drop your hips back, swing our legs around. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Plant your feet towards the top edge of your mat to start. Send your arms out long. We're going to C-curve our way down onto the mat. When you get here, draw your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side to massage your spine. Now, yogis, you choose what you need to finish class. Maybe it's a supine half pigeon, one ankle over the other thigh, and then you switch it. Maybe it's a happy baby, a supine twist. Take a few minutes. Let the playlist keep running. Take what you need. And when you are ready for your Shavasana, after evening out your sides, you'll draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a huge hug of gratitude for making time for a stretch. A big breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Shavasana is so important, so spend at least 2 minutes here. This fully resets our nervous system, lets our body know it's safe, it primes our muscles to repair, and it just feels really good. Focus on your breath, or let your mind wander. It's not so often we have time for free-flowing thoughts, so it can be interesting to follow where your mental pattern goes. This is where I will leave you. Again, let your playlist keep running. Enjoy the end of class. And thank you so much for being here with me. I can't wait to see you soon.